that's good. Okay, so for today, what I want us to do is to do some exercises for some of the things we have been doing in the previous classes.
Fun.
And yeah, for that, I want us to use this W3 schools. I think we've covered most of the concepts here. We talk about almost, I mean, in the Python tutorials, we've talked about, I think the last class we talked about this part. How do you undo file? How do you read from files and all that? We talk about try, except, we talk about user input, string formatting. Um, um, we talk about most of the things here. I think we didn't talk about Lambda.
I still don't see your screen.
Oh my, thanks for that.
Yep.
I think I'm not sharing yet.
Okay.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yep, got it. Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay. So for this, as I was saying, we want to go, I think we started some of the exercises, but I just want us to pick a few things and based on the topics we have covered so far and see if we can attempt the exercises in this um, platform W3 School. So
Okay.
we can just pick at random. Which one do you want us to pick first? Which one do you want us to do?
Um, let's see. Oh boy, that's a great question. How about lists?
Okay, sounds good. Lists. So let's do the
Lists.
exercises. List exercises. So let's do this. I want to take this away from here. And I'm sorry I have not sent the uh oh, I can write here. Oh, makes sense.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to send that stuff later. I was looking at it today, but my internet was misbehaving. Okay. So I'm going to send it. I plan to send it before this class, but I had troubles with my internet. I was even surprised that I have to like restart my computer to restore the
Uh-huh.
internet.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I'm going to send it before I sleep today, hopefully, or before the next class. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
So now the first question is for Python list. Print the second item in the root list. So how do we do that?
I think we would just say print and
Mm-hmm.
then in hard parenthesis,
Uh-huh.
what we'd say fruits.
Okay. Fruits.
Yeah, exactly. Fruits, and then in the hard brackets, we would
Mm-hmm.
just say one.
Oh, yeah, I think that's right. Print fruit one. Let's check. Yep, that is correct.
Yay, cool.
Let's go to the next. Change the value from apple to kiwi in the
And
fruit list.
apple to kiwi. So I think it would be change the value from apple to kiwi. So it would be fruits equal, and then it would be
Mm,
fruits um well, it would be fruits, and then a hard bracket. Well,
um,
here's the
yeah,
value.
yep. Yeah, I wanted to think about it before I
Sure, sure.
um
Because we're changing it. And so essentially we just need to redefine fruits and say, okay, fruits is already this, and so we're going to now redefine it. I forget. I know there's a shortcut which we.
I think what would make sense is that I'm going to send the link to you where we are. So if you could share your screen, do you think that would make sense?
Yes, that makes
And
sense.
you do it from your side, and then I can look at and see what you're doing. So I'll stop sharing this, and then I'll give you the permission to share yours. I think you should be able to share your screen now. Yeah. Then I'm going to send the link to the quiz to you. Okay, that's a link.
Okay, so fruits equal, I'm going to say fruits. And then, oops. Oh, it's not going to let me do that. Oh, so maybe it should be fruits. Oh, I see. Fruits, 0. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I like how it limits you. Okay, that's great.
No, don't show yet. Submit and let's see. Yeah, submit the answer. This is not right. You almost get it right. Just something is missing. But submit it. Let's see. Something is missing.
Would it be this?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So because Kiwi is a string, right? So we have to put it in that code. Yeah, I think that's it. Submit and no, hide the answer and submit.
Oh, hide answer, submit answer.
Submit,
There we go.
yes.
Hey.
Yep.
All right, cool. Okay, use the append method to add orange to the fruits list. So fruits dot append orange.
Okay, if you submit this, there is going to be, you are not correct. You are almost right, almost, but something is wrong with the syntax. Just
I mean, if it's just simply like this, I don't know if that's it, but it's really no. Oh, because append is a function.
Because append is a method, yeah, it's the method of the list, right? So you have to use, right, the bracket, the parentheses, right? But if we are indexing, that's when we use the square bracket. Does that make sense? Yeah, like we did before. Yeah, like we did in the previous the exercise before this, right? So, but for append is a method, so we have to use this.
Nice. Okay, got it. Okay, use the insert method to add lemon as the second item in the fruits list. Use the insert method, so it would just have to be this as the second item. Well, that it would have to just be like something like that.
That is correct. That is so the insert method. So there are times that you might want to work on something, but you don't know the correct syntax to use. So you can always search Google and look at how do I call the insert method. So the insert method, it takes two parameters. The first parameter is the index or the position that you want to insert a value. Then the second is the value that you want to insert in that position. Remember
Mhm.
that the append method will insert a value to the last position, right?
Mhm.
Append we add to the last position, but insert, we can insert to any position. You just put the index or the position you want to put the value, and then you put the value. So you're right. This is right. Let's see. Submit, and let's see what we have. Yep.
Nice. Okay. All right. So then remove method. So has to be, since it's a method, has to be
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And to remove banana from the fruits list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so remove, and then I want to say do we need a position or do we just
No,
actually remove banana?
we just remove the values. There is no need for position.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And it'll automatically know which one to remove, obviously.
Yeah, because exactly we are putting the values. So
Okay.
yep.
Got it. Use negative indexing to print the last item in the list. Oh, so it'd be just -1 print
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Point.
fruits. And I think I use the hard brackets because we're referencing an index,
Exactly. That's right.
but the print itself is a function, and so or a method,
Yep.
It's- and
It's a
so that's why we're using it's a
yeah.
function.
Yeah, it's a function, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Neat. Range of indexes to print the third, fourth, and fifth item in the list.
So this is slicing actually. This is, remember we talked about
Uh,
slicing. Yeah.
4, 5, 6, but I would go
So so they said you should print the third, fourth, and the
oh wait,
fifth
sure.
item.
So 0, 1, 2. Okay, so it's 2,
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, and then I have to go 5 because it doesn't do the last one, or does it do the last one?
Exactly. Exactly. I think that's right. That should be
Oh,
right.
okay. So fruits, so print fruits, okay, that's set
Mm-hmm.
up. And then print fruits, index, third, fourth, and fifth.
Yep.
Nice. Use the correct syntax to print the number of items in the list. Print fruits, it is called some fruits. Is it something like that? Is
Um, yeah, so you are right, you are almost right, but the method is not some. And this is the normal thing actually. It's a normal thing to like, in fact, people that have been programming for years, they know what to do, but they don't really remember because I mean, we are not computers, right?
Mhm.
There's no point memorizing all the functions or something. But the important thing is to know how to look for what you want. So what you can do in this case is you can go on Google. I mean, I just want to also start um like showing us and let us get familiar with how to use Google to like how to use Google to like get the stuff that we want. So for instance, you know what you want to do. You want to find the number of items, just like, okay, Python.
Something like this.
Um, if I want to, if I want to search, I will not search in, I will not put that. What I will say is I want to find the number, find, I will say that function, function to get the number of items, to get number of items in a list. I know it, but I don't want to tell you. I just want you to Yeah, that is it. It is len.
Len.
Yeah.
Oh,
So this
of
this
course.
is a this is one skill that we need to learn. The skill to, like, search for solutions to a problem, and all that. It's very important. So yeah, that is it.
Mhm. Length, of course. Yeah, len.
Yep.
Mhm. So searching and yeah, the ability to search and find it.
Exactly.
Okay. To print the first items in the fruit tuple.
So now we are done with list. If you look at it, you see that now
Mhm.
the exercise have moved to tuple. So we can do tuple, or we can do another one. If you want, you can check any other ones that you think we want to do. We have not done. So for the next class, we'll be doing Python classes, inheritance, and modules. So
Okay.
we will cover the last three topics in our next class. And if there is time, we will talk about Lambda. Lambda is a way to, like, define anonymous functions. We'll talk about it if we have time in the next class or on Friday. So let's see, which one do we want to do next?
If else.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Print hello world if A is greater than B. Um, okay, so A is greater than B, A, B, print hello world. Oh.
Yeah, yeah, it's very tricky.
Oh, right. A is greater than B. There it is. What goes, A is greater than B. So what goes on over here?
Yeah,
There's a blank there. Oh, maybe it's just this.
it's a semicolon. Yeah,
Is it a semicolon?
yeah, it's not that. It's the dot dot. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Huh. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. That was too easy. Okay. Okay. So if A is not equal to B,
Hmm.
um, so let's see, not equal.
Hmm.
I don't know the symbol for not equal.
Yeah, so it's I think we didn't talk about the operation, the operator symbol for not equal. So if we want to check for equality of two values or two variables, we are going
Mhm.
to put equal equal. That is to check for equality.
Uh-huh.
But we are not checking for equality. We are checking for not equal, right? Inequality. So for
Mhm.
that, what we are going to do is we are going to put exclamation mark, exclamation equal. Yeah. No.
Oh, just like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. So the exclamation before the equal is like negating the equality stuff. Yeah, exactly. That should work.
Is negating the quality.
Yeah, so that
Okay,
is changing. Okay,
negating the quality.
not equal. Exactly.
So it's basically saying not,
Mm-hmm.
not whatever that is.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Yes, if A is equal to B, otherwise print no. So A is equal to
Mm-hmm.
B. Print yes, otherwise, um, no, else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not otherwise, it is else.
Bam. All right, great.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Okay, if A is equal to B. Print, print one. Print one if A is equal to B. Print two if A is greater than B. So if A greater than B and else.
Hmm. Okay, so there is a better way to write this, but let's check if this is, yeah. So the better way to write this is, you use if for the first condition, we have check if. For the second, exactly, that is it. Else if, so that is elif. We call yeah, elif.
And
Yeah, exactly.
okay. And so can you do else or does it have to be elif?
No, it has to be elif. Then else is like if none of the previous conditions is satisfied, then else is like the default, whatever is going to happen. So it has to be elif.
Elif. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. A is equal to B and C is equal to D. So and okay, print hello if A is equal to B and C is equal to D. So I mean that just should be but it's not and, right? It's is it just and?
It's and it could be ampersand, but here it's and
So it
should
could
work.
it should be ampersand, or it could be ampersand, huh?
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
Oh, interesting. All right, it seems well if A is equal to B or yeah, and then it's an or, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see which exercise are we now? I think we are done with if else. Okay, 7. Okay, we are at number 7. We are at number 7 of if else. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Great. Following statement and in one line.
It's tricky.
Oh, okay. No, it's not going to let me. You showed me this. Okay. How do I put that on one line? Break? Is it break?
No,
No.
break is if you want to like exit, if you want to
Right.
exit it, yeah.
There is a shorthand. What is the shorthand here?
So what they want you to do basically is just to like, instead of like putting it in, like breaking the condition and the command, or the condition and the statements, you just put it in one single line. And to do that, you just take the print statement, the first line is the condition. The second line is the statement to be executed if that condition is satisfied. So you can put up the two in one single line. So the print will follow the if. You just make the
So
print.
I just cut and paste.
Yeah, if that works.
Oh,
Exactly.
so it's really just that.
Yeah, it's just that.
Oh, okay. I didn't think it was going to work because it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. Okay.
If 5 is greater than 2, print.
Is it a comma?
No, I don't think there's a comma. I think, let's check. Is that not what? That's almost the same thing we put, right?
That is the same thing. All right. Huh. Interesting.
I think the problem will be with probably there is some white spaces where you are not supposed to put white spaces. Can you like check if there is white space before if?
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, let's see now.
Show answer.
I'm sure the problem is with the white space. I think.
Yeah. Well, maybe not.
Hmm.
It's not letting us continue, but it sure looks the same to me.
Okay, let me try from my hand. Let me share my screen and see.
Okay.
Where we if us 8, right?
Yeah.
If
Okay. I think it's just
yeah,
the way that I did it.
it's just
Okay.
yeah, it's I know it's just a white space actually. It's just a white space. Try it again with just yeah. Okay, I'll stop sharing so you can share your screen.
Let's see. And then all you did is what? Just
Yeah, just
go back?
back
Okay.
exactly.
And then one space?
No, don't put any space.
No
Yeah.
space. All right. That's funny. All right. The simplest is the best. Use the correct shorthand syntax to write the following conditional expression in one line. So, how silly is this?
You said sorry, you said something now. The simplest is the best,
Mhm.
right? Is that what you say?
Yes.
Do you know that that is it's one of the um rules of Python. That
And
statement,
and that makes sense. That makes
it's
sense.
one of the rules of Python, actually. So if you can check, can you check the Zen of Python? Google search Zen of Python. I missed that. I should actually, yeah, let's check that. So simple is better than complex. This is the Zen of Python. Beautiful is better than ugly. Explicit is better than implicit. Simple is better than complex.
Mhm.
Flat is better than nested. Sparse is better than dense. Readability counts. So readability in the sense that you should, comment and document and all that. Yep.
I like it. That's nice.
So I just felt, oh, you mentioned one of the
The tenant.
sentence of the
The this I like the fact that they call it the Zenipython.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, the most simple
yeah,
and effective and clear
mm-hmm.
way of doing it. So this one's interesting because I mean I guess I could put it all in one line, but I don't know if that's not correct because there needs to be an else somewhere.
Yeah, you can put else two in one line. But for this, the first statement have to come. You don't need to like put bracket. So it has to be like the way it goes is put the statement and the condition and else then the statement. So it's like print yes if 5 is greater than 2, else print no. It's a complicated it I feel like it's yeah, print yes comes first. Mm-hmm. Print yes if 5 is greater than 2, else print no. Yeah, the issue is going to be with the spaces. I think there is a space between, yeah. Can you remove that um the semicolon? Yeah, remove that. Yeah, that should work now.
Huh.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, huh. Okay. Still on if else. Where are we on? We're on
So
loops.
yeah, we are on loops now. Why loops?
Okay. Oh, good. Good. Okay. Print I as long as I is less than 6. Well, I mean, so they're just telling me print I as long as I is less than 6.
Hmm. No, that is not right.
So I is 1, I equals 1. So I want to print I
Mm-mm.
when it's less than 6. So print I. So then I keep this I plus equals 1 means I'm adding to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the thing you are missing is that, you know, you said that the thing is print I as long as I is less than 6. Where do you think as long as a ha? So what exactly? So not when. It's not when. No.
Ah!
It's while I is less than 6.
Why?
While, yeah, while I is less than 6. No, not Y, not that Y.
Oh,
W,
while.
while, yeah.
Of course, it's why. Oh, come on. All right.
Yeah,
While I is
it's,
less than 6. There we go.
yeah.
Well, has less than 6, print I, and then I plus equals 1.
So
This plus, yeah.
the way this goes is that we initiated I to be 1. That is the first line. Then we put a condition, a loop condition, while I is less than 6. So the first time I is equals to 1, which is less than 6. So the statement is executed to be true, right? Then print I, it's going to print 1. Then after printing 1, the next line, which is I plus equals to 1, is an increment. We increment the value of I. And this is very important in a loop statement. Otherwise, we are going to get a finite loop, because there has to be a statement that would make the condition to be false eventually, right? And in
Mhm.
this case, the statement is to keep increasing the value of I. We keep increasing the value of I. So after printing 1, we increase the value of I to 2, and we check if 2 is less than 6, which is true. We print 2. And then we increase the value of I to 3. We check if 3 is less than 6, then we print 3, we increase to 4, we print after checking, we 5, we print after checking. Then we get to 6, and then, yeah, I plus 1. So 5 plus 1 equals to 6. So at that time, I equals to 6. Then we go back to our while statement. Is 6 less than 6? No, 6 is not
Mhm.
less than 6. So at that point, our condition has been executed to be false.
Mhm.
So it stopped running. So what I'm trying to say in this sense is that the last statement, I plus equals to 1, is a very important part of a loop condition, right?
Mhm.
Otherwise, we just keep printing high, printing the same number, and it never stops printing because we are not incrementing the value, and it keeps executing to be equals to true. Does that make sense?
It does. And this is just saying it increases by 1, but we could make it increase by any number, right?
Yeah, exactly. We could increase by 2. We could increase by 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stop the loop if I is 3. So I is 1, while I is less than 6. If I equals to 3, stop the loop if I is equal to 3. Break.
Exactly. Yeah. So we talk about two important statement in a while or an iteration, which is break, and I think probably you'll see the next one. So break is used to stop a loop when we reach a particular, maybe this thing is very important when you are like, for instance, you have a list of names and you are iterating over the list, and when you want to break, the iteration. Like say the goal is to look for a particular name. So when you get that name, you say, oh, I found Naheem in the list of names. So you don't need to iterate again. So you just put break. So break is going to break, or you're going to stop the iteration. That means it will not get to the end before it stops. So that makes sense.
And so, okay, so because this is indented here, so basically if I is equal to 3, then that's where we stop. But
Yeah,
but it's going to go first, it's going to go while I, and then it's just going to jump straight down here because I is not equal to 3 at this point. So we have
exactly.
to,
Exactly. That is it. Exactly. You're
oh,
right.
interesting. In the loop, when I is 3, jump directly to the next iteration. Okay. So once again, I is equal to 0, while I less than 6, you add 1. And so if I is equal to 3, jump directly to the next iteration. I don't know this one.
Yeah, it's I think we treated this thing alongside the break statement, and that is continue.
Oh,
Yeah. So what it means is that if you get to I and it is equals to 3, do not go to the next statement. Do not print 3. What this one will do basically is that it is not going to, can you if do you have your VS Code opened or any of your editor?
it'll just take a sec.
Okay, so let's copy this and let's see what it's going to do in action. Let's see the results.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just
This. Oh, come on.
all of this
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
My computer is bogging down for some weird reason.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird. File. New. What do we got? New text file.
Yeah, that should work.
Okay.
Just put
Okay.
sorry, did you use new text file? Okay.
I
You can
did.
just new file and put .ipynb. That should work too. Yeah, just go to new file.
Oh, here we go. This will
Yeah,
work.
yeah, that works. Yep.
Boom. All right, great.
Expected. Okay, so
Oh,
what happened is that you missed some things there. Yeah, continue. Yeah.
let's try that again.
Now,
Hmm.
do you see what happened there?
1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Right. So it increased, and if I is equal to 3, then continue. And so continue means it won't print I
Yeah.
at that point
So
because it's okay.
yeah, continue. Continue with what you're saying.
And so it just kind of skips over the print function.
Exactly. That's what happened. So when it gets to that condition and it is satisfied, it skip the following any code that follows. So it doesn't go on, it just go to the next iteration. So it's used to, like, as you can see, to probably skip some values. For instance, we might want to print like odd numbers between 1 and 10. right? And we know that odd numbers are numbers that are not divisible by 2, right? So we can say, let me say, let me open my screen, and I just want you to understand this very well. And
Okay.
can you see my screen?
Yes.
I'll just use I don't want to open my browser. That's why I'll use REPL. There's this online editor that I can use quickly. It requires that I use my account. Okay, I'll use this not incognito. I just don't want to open my continue with my Google, with my Google. Okay, Python. My internet is so slow. Okay, yeah, I have it. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to just print odd numbers between 1 and 10. I'll say I equals 1, while I is less than 10, right? If okay, let's first print all the numbers. Print I. This will print all the numbers between 1 and 10, less than 10. Run. Oops, sorry. You see what happened? This is what I was telling you. I didn't increment the value of I. So it keeps giving me 1, 1, 1, 1. I plus equals 1. Okay. Stop. You see? Stop. I have to stop it. What am I doing?
Ah.
And
What?
I plus equals to 1. While I is less than 10. Okay. Oh, y1. I put y1 while I is less than 10.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Now you see why it's important to really understand, so that I don't go into infinite iteration, right? Okay, so we print all the numbers between less than 10. Now we want to print odd numbers. I can say that now I'll say if I modulus, yeah, I will say print I. Okay, sorry. 1 to x.
What's modulus mean again?
Oh, I'll explain it. If I modulus 2 is equals to 0, if I modulus 2 is equals to 0, what we are going to do is we're going to break, because in that case, I is going to be even, right? So we want to break. Otherwise, we want to print I. Then this modulo is going to give the remainder. It's like when I divide a number by another number, instead of returning the quotient, right? Instead of returning the division result, the normal division result.
Mhm.
Return the remainder of the division. So if I divide 3 by 2 by 2, if I divide 4 by 2, the
Mhm.
quotient is 2, right? 4 divided by 2 is 2. Then
Mhm.
the remainder is what? 0.
0, yeah.
So in that case, 4 is an even number because the remainder when I divide 4 by 2 is 0. So what I'm saying is that if any of this number gives a remainder of 0, if the remainder when I divide the number by 2 equals to 0, then don't print the number. That means break off, go to the next iteration. That number is an even number. So break it off. Don't print I. You get what I'm saying, what I'm doing here? So in this case, I'm going to get, how am I getting one? Print high. Why high is less than 10? If high modulus 2, wait. Modulo Python. System modulo 4. I get that right? If high modulo 2 equals to 0, break.
So it should print all the odds, right?
It should print all the odds. It should print all the odds. That's what I'm expecting.
Or no, does break just stop it as opposed to continue?
Oh my, sorry. That makes sense. Thanks for that. That is continue, actually.
Cool.
Yeah, so
Great.
breaks. Yeah, yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah,
That's cool. I kind of understood it, at least from the code.
yeah, this should work now. Oh, it's
It
still giving
should.
one.
Should, but it's not.
I mean, this should work. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, let me see. Let me check something real quick.
Mhm.
Continue Python. I think it's going to be.
Hmm.
If number modulo equals to 0, and
Is it the space between the modulus and the two? Does spacing matter in Python?
I think for it spacing matters, but for operation it doesn't matter really. Yeah, it doesn't matter for this.
Hmm.
Why? Okay, let me comment this out. Stop. Run. Okay, this works. The issue is with this. If the issue is with this. I think I found what the issue is. I think I found what I think it is the indentation actually. Oh, doesn't look like it is the indentation. Huh, that's serious. Anyways, this should work. I don't know what's going on. Let me check this form out. Wait, did I put modulo? Continue. Did I get continue right? Ah, this is serious. I'm surprised this is not working. But I mean, a very similar implementation is this, right? I see the
Mhm.
implementation here. So yeah, so this is how the continue works. It's going to skip. It's supposed to skip this 2, 4, 6, and all that. Don't know why it's not working.
Does the print need to, no, the print doesn't need to move.
Yeah, the point is,
Hmm,
oh, maybe I don't think this will make sense. This doesn't make sense, but let's see.
hmm.
Actually, it might be with the platform. That's really so. I think I have to use this. Let me use my VS Code. I'll be surprised to see it works on VS Code. This was some stuff that I was doing. Okay, let me just copy. Mm. Okay,
Miss you.
let's see.
Okay.
So same thing. Well, I couldn't get this to work.
So, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Sounds like I've got a sick kid to take care of, so
yeah. That makes sense. That's really. I'm about to say that. I said I will be leaving early, but I got in and then,
well,
yeah,
I think we went through a lot of really useful stuff, and once
yeah,
again, I really like the Web3. Web3 is cool.
yeah. W3 is cool. It's really cool. Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to continue on Wednesday. See you on Wednesday.
Sounds awesome. See you tomorrow. Are you gonna go to class or are you online tomorrow?
I will be wait, is it in person? Online? Yeah, it's going to be online.
It's online. Okay, great.
Yeah, it's online.
All right,
All right.
cool.
Yeah. Have
Talk
a
to you
nice night.
soon. Yeah,
Have a
take care.
nice night. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.